there, friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight doing a little bit of goofing around, and I wanted to get a review done for you guys on a really cool red dot that was sent over to me by the folks from UUQ. This one, I got the top of the box here. This one is really nice. I think this is kind of like their higher end model that they sell. It's the model RHD-27. It has some really cool features on it, one of which I haven't really seen on many other guns, or on many other red dots. But there you go. There is how it looks. I've got it mounted up on my Umarex Buckmark pellet gun. And we'll do a little bit of shooting at the end of the video, but first we got to talk about the features of this thing. So right off the bat, it has sleep mode and shake awake. So I did do a little video clip, and we'll put that up here. I won't keep you on for the whole thing, but I'll start it out and then we'll run it right to the end. And it did actually go off. I did a 2-minute timer, and it did go off at about 9 seconds, with 9 seconds left on the clock. And then I actually tapped the top of the red dot and showing you it coming back on. So that's pretty cool. That I've had several other red dots that I've reviewed that do have that, and it's a very nice feature. You forget to turn it off, and you come back, and your battery won't be completely dead. Some of these, this one doesn't seem to be quite as sensitive as some of the other ones that I've tested, so you might get away with leaving this one, and a couple of the other ones, just my dog's jumping off the bed and it's sitting on my dresser, it made it come back on again. This one, it does come right back on as soon as you pick the gun up, but it doesn't seem as sensitive to shaking like that. So the other ones, I think if you stuck them in your safe and somebody just walks down the hallway, they're going to keep coming on and off again. But the other thing that's really cool on this one is, if you're looking right there, there's a little tiny, looks like a little white dot where my fingertip is. But that is actually a light sensor on this red dot. That, and again, the camera does not do it any justice. But it does, I do have a little video clip that I'll put up here now of me putting my finger in front of the sensor and then taking it away. And it works very well. When I was doing the timer for the sleep mode, it was sitting over here on my bench, and I think the fluorescent light was messing with that light sensor a little bit, because you could see the dot kind of flickering. And again, the camera really picks up some weird images of these red dots. If I were to look at that and see the red dot, I could almost make out where it was changing intensity the slightest little bit, but what showed up on the camera was not really what you see with the naked eye. But when I turn around and I'm actually pointing down range, and I go from like down low where my target is and then go up to like where the light bulb is, I can see it get bright, and it isn't flickering or pulsating like that shown in the timer mode there. So anyway, one other thing that I really wanted to point out, and it's not really a negative about it, but it is something, if you do end up buying one of these, don't want you to be caught off guard by it, is you have to put this into the light sensor mode. It comes default with it turned off, but you press and hold both buttons for like 4 or 5 seconds, and the dot will actually start to flash. And I think you gotta let it flash like 3 or 4 times. Once it flashes 3 or 4 times, then it will be in that light sensor mode. If you just let the thing go to sleep and then shake awake, the thing, it'll still be in light sensor mode. But if to hard turn it off, you press and hold the down button for like 4 or 5 seconds until the red dot goes off. If you do it that way, it'll default back to the light sensor being turned off. So not really a negative in any stretch, but just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Before we do any shooting, I wanted to go over real quick what comes in the box, because it's a pretty cool arrangement. So it comes with several little tools. The box is very nice, nicely packed with this nice foam cutout. So it comes with it's not an Allen key, it's a Torx type Allen key for actually mounting the gun. It has a Torx, looks like a T15 probably, to mount onto your Picatinny rail. This thing can also be disassembled using the same wrench and mounted onto an RMR mount. 2 screws on top, and then you can mount this onto an RMR mount. One thing I do like about this, well, let's continue on with the tools and I'll tell you about what I like about it later. But so it comes with this little tool that looks like a cross, but so these little screwdriver type blades here are actually for pulling the battery door off, which is right there inside here, which I like. And that's what I was just getting ready to tell you about, is the battery doors on top of this. Unlike some other of the red dots that I have reviewed, not that I dislike those other ones, but those other ones you literally have to take the red dot off because the battery is mounted from underneath. So you're going to have the potential of throwing off your zero. But this little tool, use that for opening up the battery door, and then it has a little flat blade for doing your windage and elevation adjustments. It does come with a nice little rubber dust cover. It fits really nice too. And then the final thing, which I think is actually pretty cool, is I thought there might have been more than one cloth in here, but this cleaning cloth that it comes with is really, really nice. It actually feels like a chamois. Some of the other ones are just a real thin, cheap, yellow, very small cloth, but this one is a really nice, thick feeling, almost like a chamois type of wipe, and it's really cool. I used it to clean my glasses off just to try it too, and it really did a good job with those too. So anyway, let's I'll move the camera out here to the shooting position, and we'll shoot a couple of shots with it. I really like this thing. It's like I said, a really fine. I have some pretty good astigmatism going as I get older here, and a lot of red dots look kind of fuzzy and blurry. This one's very crisp. I've really become, I haven't been dealing with red dots very long in my life, and I started out with some of the more cheap ones, and shooting even at close range like I do here in the garage. Some of those, they call them 3 MOA and 4 MOA red dots, would cover up a whole splatterburst target, or cover up the entire metal silhouette target or whatever. But this one, like some of the other better ones, are very, very tiny, very fine dot. So, but stand by. I need to reset my camera out here and turn on my downrange camera, and we'll do a little bit of plinking before we get out of here. Alrighty, I am back, and so I have one of the new, so I just got some new targets in from Splatterburst, and really thank them for sending some stuff over that we can try out. All the other ones I had were kind of a round profile. These ones got more square diamond shaped profile. So that's kind of cool, something a little different to aim at. And also have some of my steel silhouettes set up down there. We'll see if we can hit any of those after we shoot a couple of targets. But let's go ahead and see what we can do. This this buck mark is a lot of fun to shoot. Not the best trigger in the world, but it's a good shooting little gun, especially for just coming out here plinking. And this red dot really makes for quick target acquisition. I guess it could use a little bit of elevation adjustment, it looks like. Oop. Alright, two more at the target, and then we'll move down to the silhouettes. This gun is a really good platform to test these red dots out on. I've tested several other red dots out on this thing, and they're just a lot of fun to shoot with a red dot on them. All right, let's move down to the silhouettes. Let me see if I can hit the turkey first. Oh, nope. I was squeezing the trigger and I flinched it just as it was breaking over. I knew I wasn't going to hit it as soon as I squeezed it. There it is. That's better. I was dwelling on the trigger a little too long, and that I wasn't sure if it would knock the ram over or not. This gun isn't very powerful. It's a fun little plinker for out in the garage, but there I go, wasting too much time. And let's get the pig. I don't know if I can hit that chicken or not. I got the chicken first time. So anyway, there you go. That is the UUQ 2MOA red dot. Model number, again, RHD-27. If you're interested in this or any of the other UUQ scopes, I did a 6-24 by 50, which I still have on my Air Venturi Avenger. Very good scope, especially for an air rifle, I think. Shooting that at 25, and I've actually shot it at 50 yards. I didn't do it on camera yet, but I will be doing that soon. And it really did well. And this is a great little red dot. These are, I'm not going to test it, but these are supposedly submersible, and I've seen other people do it, and I'm going to take their word for it because I don't want to ruin my own stuff. But I guess if you accidentally dropped your pistol into the water, the gun would probably be ruined, but the red dot would be fine. So, but anyway, go ahead and check this out. Down below is my Amazon storefront link. And once you click on that, you'll find a tab in there called Airgun Optics, and have all of UUQ's scopes in there along with a bunch of other good stuff. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.